Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something a little different today. It's a children's book, actually, called Numbers and Dinosaurs.
Interesting. I don't usually picture dinosaurs and numbers going together.
Right. But that's what makes this one so fascinating. It's aimed at those really little learners, like 3- and 4-year-olds, and it takes this, well, kind of unique approach to teaching numbers.
So like really basic number stuff, counting to 10, that sort of thing.
You'd think so, right? But there are actually some surprises in here that make you think twice about how kids learn math.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Where do we even start with a book like this?
Well, right away, you notice they've put a lot of thought into making it personal. Every page has this dedicated space for the child to write their name.
Oh, that's a nice touch. Makes it feel like their own special number book.
Exactly. It's like they're taking ownership of their learning right from the get-go. And speaking of ownership, the title itself is very straightforward. It's just Practice in Reading the Numbers 110.
No fancy subtitles or anything, just straight to the point.
Exactly. And even the book creator included a little message in the beginning.
Oh, really? What did it say?
Basically, they just expressed their hope that the book will help kids feel more confident with numbers. You can really tell they care about making this a positive learning experience.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, so we've got a book that's personalized, has a clear goal, and comes from a place of genuine caring. What about the actual content? How do they teach these numbers?
Well, this is where things get interesting. Every single page has this repeated instruction. It says, color the box that shows the number of dinosaurs in the boxes.
Huh. Sounds kind of repetitive, but I guess with little kids, repetition is key, right?
Yeah, but I think it's more than just repetition. It's about linking those visual representations of dinosaurs to the abstract concept of a number.
Ah, so it's not just coloring, it's making that connection between the concrete and the abstract. I like that.
Right. And what's really clever is how the book progresses. It starts with very simple number recognition. You see a group of dinosaurs, and you have to match it to the correct number.
Okay, classic matching game stuff. Makes sense for that age group.
But then it takes it a step further. It starts asking them to circle a specific number within a set of numbers.
Ooh, so they have to discriminate a bit more? Pick out that one number from the crowd?
Exactly. It's building on that basic recognition and adding a layer of complexity. We're wrapping up our deep dive into numbers and dinosaurs. And I've been thinking a lot about how this book can help us understand early childhood education as a whole. What lessons can we take away and apply to other subjects?
Well, one big takeaway for me is the importance of tapping into what kids are already curious about.
Yeah, like how this book uses dinosaurs to get them excited about numbers.
Exactly. Finding those things that capture their imaginations, those entry points that make them want to learn. We can do that with any subject.
So it's all about finding those hooks.
Right. And then another thing this book does so well is that play-based learning. It doesn't feel like a textbook at all.
Yeah, it feels more like an invitation to play with numbers.
Exactly. And we talked about how incorporating those big numbers into daily life can make math less scary.
Make me feel more real, you know?
Yeah. It shows kids that math isn't just something you do in school, it's everywhere. When they see those connections, it just clicks.
So, to wrap things up, what's that one big idea you hope people take away from this deep dive? What's that one golden nugget of wisdom?
I think the biggest thing is trusting in how much kids can learn. They are naturally curious, they want to explore, they're capable of understanding things that we might not expect.
That's a powerful thought. And sometimes those simple approaches like repetition, visuals, playful activities, those can be the most effective.
For sure. Numbers and Dinosaurs is a great example of that. It shows us that learning can be an adventure, full of joy and wonder.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of early math learning. We hope you learned something new.
And hey, next time you see a kid with their nose in a dinosaur book, remember, there might be more going on in that little head than you realize.
They might just be starting a lifelong love of learning. Thanks for listening, everyone, and until next time, keep those minds curious.